What's going on YouTube? Now obviously this video is about Call of Duty and the Call of Duty franchise, and I know a lot of you are going to go into this video with the mindset that, oh, it's another video for, Shokio bashing Call of Duty. No, that's not the point in this video. The point of this video isn't to bash Call of Duty. Like I said in my last vid, it was halfway, kind of a troll vid pretty much, but in this video I'm basically just going to be, addressing some of the things I saw people saying in the comment section. And I'm actually going to be giving my thoughts, on the specific Call of Duty games and Infinity Ward versus Treyarch, things like that. To start off, I agree with what a lot of people were saying in the comment section. Treyarch does much better Call of Duty games than Infinity Ward, in my opinion. Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 1 is still the best to me, but after Modern Warfare 1, I definitely feel that Treyarch has made the best Call of Duty games. Because, like I said in my last vid, guys, I play Call of Duty. And a lot of people were like, why do you care what people play? Why do you think there's something wrong if somebody plays Call of Duty? And I said in the video myself, I play Call of Duty. But you guys get so butthurt over somebody's opinion that you don't hear what they're saying. You see what I mean? But yeah, I play Call of Duty. I just don't buy every yearly installment. You see what I'm saying? That's all I was saying. And I was saying, that Black Ops 2 is the same thing over and over again. But yeah, I definitely like Treyarch's games better. I think Treyarch tries much harder than Infinity Ward to, spice things up a bit, although they still don't really change the fundamentals that much. And when I'm saying that, people, I'm not saying they have to rewrite the formula. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is build on the formula. Build on the formula. Don't rearrange it. Don't break it apart. And re-establish the foundation. Just build upon the foundation. You see what I'm saying? I know a lot of you are gonna say, well, they have been doing that. They have all these new, game modes, and they have theater mode in Black Ops. Guys, that's not building on the foundation. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about gameplay wise. Yeah, Spec Ops and zombies, zombie mode. And the whole class system, the new EXP systems and whatnot. Yeah, sure, that stuff is new, but that stuff has nothing to do with the gameplay. Guys, what's more important? What's the most important thing in the game? The gameplay. Everything else is icing on the cake. Everything else is, just additions. Sure, they have theater mode. Sure, they have a new class system or EXP system or whatever. But is the EXP system, is that in the gameplay? No. Does that affect the way the game feels? Does that, the game speed, whatever? No. That has to deal with things outside of the gameplay, you see what I'm saying? That's just things to enjoy when you're not playing the game, but still, inside the game, whatever, you see what I'm saying? But, and like I said in my video with, the Mario series, a lot of people have this mindset that, oh, they can't change it because, they don't want to change, the fundamentals because that might turn people off. We don't want a different Call of Duty. We like the way it is. But like I said in my last video, the Smash Bros games. If you played all three, you know exactly what I mean by that. The fundamentals are the same, yet each game is different enough to where it has its own identity. You see what I'm saying? They feel the same, yet they feel completely different at the same time. It's possible, people. Believe it or not, it's possible. And I can only assume that a lot of people are saying, oh, well, they can't change it without, making it feel completely different. I can only assume the people saying that are, like, new generation gamers. Like, they just started getting serious about gaming, like, this generation. Because if you've been around since, at least the N64 days, or maybe even, the PS2 days, good and well that, sequels, can change and still retain, the same core gameplay. It's completely possible. It's been done countless times before in video game history. Like I said in my last video, Super Mario Bros. 1, Super Mario Bros. 3. Super Mario Bros. 3 is, fundamentally the same as Super Mario Bros. 1, yet it's so much more and it's different. You guys know exactly what I mean by that. More mechanics, awesome physics, like just a huge improvement. Yet it's still essentially, the same game. Do you still jump on Koopas? Yes. Do you still jump on Goombas? Do you still get mushrooms? Do you still jump on blocks? Do you still get coins? Yes. Do the controls feel tighter? Yes. Are the physics better? Yes. You see what I'm saying? Is the quality of the game just overall better. You know, better physics, better engine. Yes. You see what I'm saying? It can be done, people, and it has been done countless of times. And if Nintendo could do that with a freaking 2D platformer, then you could definitely do it with a 3D game. You know, a fully 3D game. It's fully possible. So when people ask me, oh, what can they possibly add? Okay, firstly, they need to fix the problems that are already existing, such as, you know, the hit detection, the crappy spawn systems they have in place, the knife lunging, the knife lock on, you know, things like that. I just can't believe people in my last video said, what can they possibly, you know, improve upon, when as a Call of Duty gamer, you complain about the exact things they can improve upon. You see what I'm saying? Like I said before, you know, all these commentators. What do these Call of Duty commentators do in every video? They complain about the flaws of the game. So you guys know what's wrong with the Call of Duty game. So don't try to act like there's nothing that could be improved upon. You see what I'm saying? But firstly, to answer your question, you know, how about adding a new engine? Firstly, how about that? How about, you know, destructible environments? How about, you know, some vehicular combat? And, you know, I understand some of you may not want that, but they can implement that. Just make it a separate, you know, playlist. You see what I'm saying? Make it a separate game mode or something. How about some more mechanics like the dolphin dive? Like a lot of people said, well, they have the dolphin dive in Black Ops. Yeah, but that's like one mechanic they've added after all these years. But yeah, the dolphin dive, yeah, that's a good example of exactly what I'm talking about. Keep adding things that add to the gameplay. Like, I'm not saying this specific thing, but you know, they need to add this specific thing, but like something, you know, like sliding, for instance. You know, like if I'm sprinting, you guys know how when you're sprinting and you go around a corner and somebody's there and you can't shoot them because you're still in your sprint animation or whatever, you see what I'm saying? Allow us to go into a sprint, allow us to go into a slide, you know, straight out of the sprint, and then shoot somebody while sliding. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that. It's not that hard. You see what I'm saying? It's not rocket science. There are plenty of things they could add to the gameplay that will change it, yet still, you know, keep everything intact. It's not that hard. It is simple. All you guys gotta do is stop getting so defensive, or because somebody's talking about your favorite, you know, game or franchise, whatever, and just open your mind. There are plenty improvements that can be made. And of course, like I said, you know, a new engine like like that alone would, you know, most likely change the way the game feels or whatever. But yeah, they definitely need to implement a new engine now. But like I said, I definitely think Treyarch tries a lot harder with their games. Their games have looked graphically better than Infinity Ward's, in my opinion, and whatnot. But yeah, there's plenty of things you can add to Call of Duty, people, and there's still things to be fixed. And more things to be fixed is the freaking kill streak system. They need to actually try to balance out, you know, the perks and the weapons and things of that nature. Because in every Call of Duty game, you know, since Modern Warfare 1, there's always been, you know, that overpowered weapon or those overpowered perks. It's like they just don't seem to really care about, you know, balancing those things out. You know, so there's plenty to fix about the Call of Duty franchise. You know, there's plenty they could do. So stop trying to act like there's no room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. Always. Always, always, always. Especially for, you know, a franchise such as Call of Duty. Always room for improvement. But yeah, like I said before, looking at this footage, there's no denying that it's the same thing over and over again, people. And stop getting defensive over that. It's just the simple truth. And like I said, I play Call of Duty myself. So I'm not dissing you if you play Call of Duty, because I am a Call of Duty player and I am pretty damn good at it. You know, I just won't buy every single game. Oh, and one more thing before I end this video. Another thing I saw people saying was, you know, oh, well, you know, it makes sense from a business standpoint. You know, why would they try harder? You know, why would they make a new engine or whatever when it keeps, you know, selling like hotcakes? You know, you're absolutely right. You're true. I mean, you know what you're saying is true. But does that make it okay? Oh, because it makes sense from a business standpoint, does that make it okay? No. Capcom giving us, you know, on disc DLC, you know, already completed characters and everything. Does that make sense from a business standpoint? Yes, they get more money that way. So that must mean that it's justified, right? No. Exactly. But that's pretty much all I wanted to address. That's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I will see you later.